laying it in, it's a prefab on a crane. It's two men's and two women's, and they're just gonna set it down, and pick it up. And it's done, and that's been going on for 5 years.
Where, if I pull into the parking lot, where is it?
I'm not sure exactly. I haven't been over there since to see the footprint. But it's in that main general area where the playground is and
Okay.
the parking lot, before it's sort of, it's the main park area, not the trail.
I'll be able to tell you after next week.
I love that park.
Well, right on trail over near
It goes,
Fontaine. I read a paper. It said that there was a population of a certain
a certain what, Bill?
plant
Land.
somewhere in that area. And I've been looking for it ever since.
Is
But
Is it something that's wild,
yeah,
indigenous?
yeah.
Not invasive?
No, not indeed.
Hey, Keisha. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good today. I ran out of some medicine, so I'm just waiting for the pharmacy to refill.
All right, hang in there.
Thank you.
Is she in the office, Bill?
Well, thought she was coming, but she may not be. She may, for example, have gone out to get us something to eat. I'm gonna give her a poke and see,
Yeah.
check out, see after.
So do you live off Rose Hill, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recording in progress.
Okay.
Hey, you joining us? Where are you, in the office? You need a hand in anything?
You'll need to mute your volume too.
I did.
Is your microphone muted? There, I got it.
Okay, you're gonna sign it right there. Okay. Sounds good. All right, great. Thanks. She's gonna zoom in from the office. She's trying to get on. Trying to.
Is the volume on?
You know, a good idea. So.
Is it your volume?
Seems to be muted.
Oh,
How about you?
I don't even have a computer.
Not the microphone, the volume on
So the
Outside of
volume
the-
button down at the loudspeaker down at the taskbar down
Yeah, you're gonna have X on the
right hand side.
lower right hand corner. There should be a little speaker, capital X out index. See if they. Just has to be number. And the HPT just has to.
Yeah, usually you can mute it. If you have that problem.
You can go to settings. It's me. So it's picking up some.
So, that better?
I think that.
That's working.
Yay, sorry, guys.
Muted on Zoom. There's Inez.
Yes, hi, everybody. Thank you all for coming tonight. We've got 4 members, which means we have a bare quorum. Welcome Keisha, and welcome Al and Jeff. We have, does anyone have any announcements, shout outs or you'd like to share? Okay. James is at the Juneteenth celebration at Brook YMCA. He's showing the flag there. So that's definitely an excused absence on his part. One of the things I would like to call the board's attention to is an upcoming NACOL webinar, Principles Governing Police Community Encounters, which is going to occur on June 27th at 3 o'clock. You can sign up for pre-register for that until the day before. And I believe you can register as a member because we have a corporate membership.
What is it again, Mr. Chair?
Principles Governing Police Community Encounters.
Is it NACOL?
It is NACOL.
Okay.
Yes, just go to NACOL. And look at that. I have a relatively short agenda this evening. You'll be tired of hearing my voice. Even then, there will be an opportunity, as always, for public comments at the end of the meeting. The first business item is the approval of the agenda. I would like to propose an amendment to the agenda, which right now, item 8 reads the gap, which is a concept that I have developed about how the real world of police oversight differs from sort of the ideal world that we would like to see. But I haven't had time to elaborate that, and so I'd like to take that out. And I would like to substitute in as item 8, independent counsel, apparent conflict of interest, which is something that we have been dealing with over the last several weeks. Is there a second?
Second.
In favor?
Absolutely.
Lakeisha?
Yes.
Passed, the agenda is passed as amended. Now we are moving on to the approval of minutes. Does anyone have any comments or addenda to the minutes for the last meeting put together by Inez?
I move we accept them as written.
Second.
Lakeisha, are you in favor?
Yes.
Me too. We're good. Okay, now I'm gonna start talking on, please interrupt me if you have any questions, or concerns. During between the last meeting and this meeting, we received, all of us received inquiries from a news agency to, provide, comments on issues associated with the board. And I want to thank you all for coordinating with the executive director and myself in helping us maintain a consistent message. Obviously, the board has no authority to keep you from speaking, but there are a number of caveats that you need to keep in mind before you talk to the media, so that people don't take, for example, a personal opinion as an action of the board and other issues. I'm going to be sending out a draft communication guideline right after this meeting, and hoping that we can discuss it, perhaps vote on it at the next meeting.
Question?
Yes.
You made a comment about, you said coordination with yourself and myself regarding speaking to the media?
Yes.
All right, was that, you're saying past tense, or this is what you intend to propose in the future?
This is what I intend to propose in the future.
All right, I'd be cautious with that because, again, like I said, I'm a city employee. I can't tell you all what to do or not to do as it pertains to the media. And it's not a good idea to coordinate with me because it implies that I somehow or another gave you a green light to do so.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. You're definitely the soul of discretion. We all know that. So.
Yeah, and for the record, like I said, I coordinated nothing with any of you speaking to the media in the past.
Correct.
And probably will not do that in the future.
All right. The next item is one that would not be overly dramatizing to say has been festering for about 8 months. But last fall, as you know, the CPD decided to withdraw our permission to receive information and files related to oversight activities. The story at the time was that it would not take very long to draft a standard operating procedure as required by our ordinance to fix the problem and establish procedures for information sharing. The SOP was finally issued on May 31st by Mr. Sanders. 8 months since the controversy began, and upon review of the SOP, I found that none of the comments of the executive director had been incorporated on previous draft, and a number of issues that I had raised had not been incorporated as well. We've raised these issues with Mr. Sanders, and he invited us to resubmit our comments for his consideration. And we've done that, and now the ball is back in the court of the city manager, and we hope that controversy comes out, gets resolved amicably.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
question, was the city attorney's input included in that resubmission? Because I thought there were some valid points in her communication.
I don't think that communication, I don't think we should talk about that. I think it's probably
Confidential.
advice of
Got it.
counsel. So, but presumably Mr. Sanders is being advised by the city attorney.
Attorney's office.
The city attorney's office.
Gotcha.
So, now some more I think, cheerful news, which is the progress on the management analyst search. We have been advertising a position to provide data analysis and other administrative support to our executive director. Over the last couple of weeks, Ms. Gonzalez and I and representatives of the police have done 2 rounds of interviews. And the last round was Monday. And unlike other rounds, they seemed to me to be the major problem was that there were too many good candidates, rather than the opposite. It is now, the ball is now in the executive director's court in terms of her decision whether or not to make an offer to one of these individuals.
So, point of information, the offer has been made, the offer has been accepted. The individual is in the process of receiving documentation from Human Rights as to background check, paperwork, urine testing, motor vehicle background check, that kind of thing, driver history, and reference checks. And barring any complications, if everything comes back okay, we're hoping to have that individual start as close to July 1st as is possible.
Madam Director, you said human rights. Did you mean human resources?
I'm sorry, human resources. My apologies. Freudian slip.
So that it will finally provide Ms. Gonzalez with some companionship as she rattles around that huge office all by herself. Also administrative support and database support, which is necessary for the board to fulfill its functions. So that's good. The last substantive issue that I had was the issues that we have raised with our independent counsel over the last 3 or 4 weeks. As you may or may not know, during the leave of absence for Mr. Stroman, the city has hired the firm of Sands Anderson to provide them with administrative support to the city attorney's office. That's kind of a problem because Sands Anderson is also the board's lawyer. And there have been at least one instance in which I think the dual role has interfered with the ability of our independent counsel to act as a zealous advocate for us. And so what I have asked of them to do is investigate the possibility of providing an alternative. So at least there is not you don't have the same person filling both roles. I just heard from her this evening. They have, Sands Anderson has run this issue past their ethics officer. And he has made the recommendation that it would not resolve the issue of the apparent conflict of interest or any potential real conflict of interest if another lawyer from the same firm were serving as our independent counsel. So where we have left it, and this is, as of 45 minutes ago, is that they will generate a list of skilled municipal law attorneys with whom we might engage to be our independent counsel and therefore get rid of this conflict of interest. We are going to be facing issues related to amendments to the ordinance and the operating procedures, the impact of collective, when collective bargaining comes into effect on July 1st, the impact of that on the board policies and practices. And so we really do need a truly independent counsel. It's not an optimal solution because, you know, it may take a while for us to get a new lawyer, but I didn't think we could go on in the fashion that we were going. Anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Righty. Okay. Is there anything else that the board members wish to raise before we go on to public comments?
I have nothing.
I have nothing for consideration.
Okay, so now it is,
I don't know if Keisha does, Bill.
oh, Keisha, do you?
I don't.
Okay, sorry, I'm looking over my shoulder here. I beg your pardon. So it is time for our public comments. Is there anyone online?
No one's raising their hand.
Anyone in the audience?
A question. Can I ask a question?
Yes,
Awesome. So about the city and the board having the same lawyer, the lawyer didn't ask you for, they didn't ask for your consent before it happened?
no.
Okay.
Okay. Assume there are no more comments online, questions? Okay. It's your turn again. You get one more chance.
I think I have it, yeah.
Okay. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Keisha,
Yes.
me too. Motion to adjourn at 6:50. 6:50 is passed unanimously. Thanks everybody for showing up.